Welcome you back to BLACKSITE. Tonight, we're going to talk about the National Association of Black Journalists calls for a meeting with Disney over toxic ESPN culture of violence. We're going to read this article quickly, and I'm going to make a comment on it. The National Black Association of Black Journalists have called for a meeting with leaders of Disney and demand change over a toxic ESPN culture that appears to promote bias. This release said the request comes in the wake of the New York Times report published Sunday about the conversation of ESPN host Rachel Nichols had with media and athlete advisor Adam Mickelson in July 2020. In that recorded conversation, Nichols vented her frustration regarding Maria Taylor, who is black, and Nichols said Taylor continues to get favorable NBA coverage because of ESPN's crappy long-time record of diversity, including being assigned to host ESPN coverage of the finals, an assignment Nichols was expecting. I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football. She covers basketball. Nichols said in the audio obtained by the Times, if you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I know personally from the female side of it, like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. Friction between Nichols and Taylor began once Taylor was made aware of the recording. The video was recorded by Nichols' own camera that she had accidentally left on. The entire recording was being sent to a server at ESPN headquarters where multiple ESPN employees recorded the conversation using their phones. The first thing to teach you in journalism school is don't be the story, and I don't plan to break the rule today, distract from a fantastic finals, Nichols said, but I also don't want to let this moment pass without seeing how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, and how deeply, deeply sorry I am disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team. ESPN later announced that Nichols would not serve as a sideline reporter and that the NBA Finals would be replaced by Malika Andrews. She will continue to host the jump, however. Basically, what's going on is that the National Black Association of Black Journalists is calling for this culture to be taken care of. But you have to understand is that nobody's going to punish Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols had too many connections in Disney. You know that Diane Sawyer worked there for many years, and you know her father-in-law, who has since passed away, he has put plenty of shows on that network. But it's just not Maria Taylor. It has been over a period of time. I just seen an interview by Mike Hill on a Black News channel where he said that culture was there all the way. He said black journalists or black on-air hosts would get punished and white on-air hosts would never be punished. So they have a serious problem over at Disney right now. Jimmy Pitaro, who happens to run ESPN, Bob Iger, who's chief executive officer, who runs Disney altogether, they have to sit down and talk to these organizations and try and get some type of culture to where black people are treated fairly over at ESPN. You saw Rachel Nichols, the way she acted, her superior attitude, like she was above everyone over at ESPN, and how dare you touch her when it came to Maria Taylor. But they had this for over a year. Why could they have not settled this issue? Because once they gave Maria Taylor the $5 million offer, if you know anything about the contract issue, they kept lowering the offer. They said, we'll give you 3, we'll give you 2. This is how arrogant ESPN was when dealing with Maria Taylor until they were playing checkers. Maria was playing chess. She had the video, and she let it out with 3 weeks left in her contract, basically telling them, you will sign me or the pressure will be put on you by not only the black journalists, the media, the black community, ESPN's culture will be put on trial. And that's what's happening right now. So how will ESPN deal with this situation? You need people in organizations like the NABJ to come out against this organization. Set up a meeting. Let's get some parameters going in this company, how you will treat black people when they happen to be whistleblowers. Someone like Kayla Johnson, who was the person who obtained the audio. She went and gave it to Maria Taylor to protect Maria Taylor as a black woman. But what ended up happening is that she's the one who ends up getting punished, not Rachel Nichols. Yes, Rachel Nichols isn't on the sideline doing anything. But Kayla Johnson was suspended, gave her a lesser position. Then she ended up quitting with several other black employees. This is not talked about a lot, that there is a serious problem over at ESPN. So something has to be done. And if it's not done, then you will have to go the legal route and sue ESPN. But ESPN is virtually out of control. Now, they are over there talking about how woke they are, how they supported BLM, and they supported different organizations. That was all lip service. A lot of these companies, I call it the pay to get away with money. So basically, you pay off Black Lives Matter, and they go away, but you keep the same system, the same toxic system and work environment that you have always had. And it has shown with ESPN. It's all there to see. But it's been there since the inception of the company. You saw Jamel Hill get fired. Michael Smith get fired. You saw Kerry Champion leave. You saw all these other hosts leave ESPN because of the toxic culture. See, you can't play woke. Eventually, everything will come out in the open. And it has come out in the open over at ESPN. It's a hot mess over there. And I don't know how you put together this organization unless you have someone come in, and you probably will have somebody come in, look into the problems of ESPN. They might have an outside company and see what they can do to fix this toxic culture over at ESPN. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.